Morning. Long gap, and that happens, like I said, every now and then. So, yesterday was something very interesting that happened, and I thought let me quickly sit down and share that with you. So, the year coming to an end, December, coming closer to Christmas, which means festivities start kicking in, and that's exactly what happened. I was involved in what we call as a winter fest, a typical carnival kind of fest with stalls, both food and clothing and various other things. And then of course you have games for children, for adults, and the star attraction being the food. And then of course when you have a bar included, then of course it gets more merrier. But at the same time, I was there in a very different capacity. I was there as an official photographer. Okay, I love photography. I do a lot of photography. I do aerial photography. So I said, look, that's my passion. That's my core area. So why not, tap into that? And it was purely voluntary. There was no commercial angle to it. So 2-3 days went into planning. Okay, where the stalls would go, who would come. We had a raffle draw, so the prizes, packing of those prizes, getting things organized, the music system, etc., etc. And of course, organizing Mr. Santa Claus also for the kids. So all that went well. The day before, that was the day before yesterday, on Saturday, I went and did a recce, a reconnaissance of the entire hall, because it was indoor, it was on a big banquet hall. And to fly a UAV over there is a little tricky. So I wanted to do a test run just to see how smoothly it can go. The altitude, the height, the distance, and my ability to see on every corner of the hall. So I went and did that, and I realized that I needed one particular place to set up my equipment, because I was doing both still photography as well as aerial photography. So I said I need a table which is close to the PowerPoint, especially where the audio console is going to be, where the guy is going to come with his amplifiers and equalizers and everything. And he'll have a junction box because I needed power to charge the batteries. So everything was done. I said I need a table right next to the big stage which had the raffle prizes, and that was it. Come yesterday, the main event. I go there in the afternoon. I love to go there. I want to go there, and always go in well before time, so that I set up, and if last minute glitches, I am able to, kind of adjust. So when I reached there, I suddenly noticed that there is no table. Where I very clearly said I need a table, there was nothing. There were just the steps going up to the stage from the rear end. I tried to get a table, but just not available, because all the stall people had taken the tables. I said, now where do I sit? How do I charge? Now, instead of getting upset and screaming and shouting and throwing my weight around, I said, look, let's not waste time. The steps are there. I had 5 steps available to me. It was a matter of me just organizing my equipment and opening it up one after the other and putting them on the steps. Excuse me. I didn't require power immediately, and I told the guy who was handling the console that, look, whenever I require to charge, I'll need one plug point, to which he agreed very happily. So I said, okay, so be it. I took out my tripod, set up everything, and I was ready to go. Now I had to really walk the length and breadth of the area inside the hall, plus there were events outside the hall. So going back and forth, and no help, absolutely no help. I would take some pictures, still pictures, go back, put the camera back on the tripod, pick up my bird, then take her for a run, do the aerial filming, both still and videography, come back, dock the bird, change the battery, put in a new battery, and once the memory card got filled up, I had to download onto the laptop. So I did that also. All sitting on those steps. There was no chair. Now why am I saying all this? What happens normally is that what I've seen in my experience, people get very hassled. They get upset, they get angry because they are not able to adjust. They are so used to a particular setup, but at that moment when that setup is not available, they go into a tizzy. Now, what is important? Is it important that you get a good setup, your plug points, your chair, your table, or is it important that you focus on your task and go about executing that task? That is the important question, and that's the question which a lot of people miss out. They look at the setting, they look at the ambience, they are not being focused on what is the task ahead. Do you really need a table? Do you really need a chair? Because you're hardly going to sit. And if you do need to sit, sit on the steps, sit on the ground. A lot of people do that. So without getting hassled, I went about doing my work and everything went off very, very well. I got my charging point, I charged my batteries, I sat on the steps, I downloaded all the... So, the net result, the show went very well. I was able to capture everything both inside and outside the hall. When there was light and then after when it was dark, I got everything. Very, very satisfying, very tiring. I mean, only my back can say how tired it was because I hardly sat. But you don't feel all that because you are so soaked in. You're so passionate about getting the job done and capturing the best that you can for the benefit of the event and the hard work that's gone into it. It really doesn't matter how your setup is or was or not there. So next time you have a challenge like this, how would you go about handling the distortion, the non-availability of what you asked for and what you expected? Give it a thought. Have a lovely day.